Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is John. Today is day 11 of my 2-month Fasted-Thenics challenge. I'm going to start with the numbers like usual. Weight was 201.3 pounds this morning on the scale. Blood pressure 118/73. Blood glucose 86 milligrams per deciliter, and ketones dropped a bit to 4.6 millimoles per liter. I suspect that the reason for the dip in ketones was that I kind of did my morning routine slightly out of order. I need to remember to not do that. Obviously, I did the workout session, and perhaps I'm using some ketones during that, and then I consumed protein shake and the bone broth, which doesn't have very many carbs, but there's a tiny bit, so that could affect the numbers, especially right before taking those blood tests. So I'll make sure to not do that anymore. I began preparing for future videos and comparing last month's 61.5 day fast to this year's 2-month fast, and I put the weight and the body composition numbers kind of side by side so that I could kind of see where I was last year to now. And last summer I dropped a tremendous amount of weight the first week and a half, and obviously it wasn't under lab conditions. I was only consuming water, and it just by chance happened to be that we were working on a home improvement project during the beginning of that, which involved setting some block wall as kind of a border around the landscaping in front of the house. And it was close to 100 degrees outside. And so we were working fairly long days. We had kind of used a vacation week in order to get this project done. So we were sweating out a lot of water during that. So it's hard to say the difference between these two fasts right now during the first month, comparing to the first month of last year's fast. I was only consuming water. One of the things that I have noticed in the past is I tend to lose body water when I go into keto or when I'm fasting. So some of that is it's more, I think you store more water in your muscles than obviously in the fat. So that kind of messes with the numbers a little bit. But as far as straight weight loss, because of the water, body water dropping so much during that first week and a half, and the fact that I was only consuming water and not doing any other exercises outside of just the working, I had dropped quite a bit more weight than I have now. So I haven't even, we started around 215 pounds, and we're on day 11, and we've dropped down to 201. We haven't even broke 200 yet. I think last year during that first 2 weeks, I had dropped down to almost, it was below 195. So, and we had started at a similar spot. I think at the exact start date, I weighed a little bit less than the exact start date of this year's fast, but a few days before that, I had the opportunity to start keto and run that for several days beforehand. So I dropped from close to 220 pounds down to the start weight over the preceding week or so. So anyway, not to drag that on any further, but in the future, I do plan on not only doing those kinds of comparisons, and I'm sure there's going to be multiple kinds of comparisons that I could make, looking at different facets of health and kind of like separating out some of the time frames where the kind of variables would be more consistent from one to the other. And that'll be more prevalent towards the second month. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching. Bye.